Welcome back to Eliances Heroes, where heroes in business align. To be part of our super community and find out more about Eliances, visit www.Eliances.com.
All right, so welcome back to the show again. We've got so much going on, but let's jump right in because I'm super honored to have Mark Schlereth today. Three-time Super Bowl champion, not one, but three-time Super Bowl champion. Two-time Pro Bowler, NFL broadcasting veteran on Fox News, and make sure you go to LG.com, Geniverse.com. So, Mark, welcome to the show. Let's jump right in. First of all, those of you that are watching, we're going to do some snooping. Tell us what we've got and what we're looking at right now in front of you.
Yeah, when it comes to the big game, it's all about family and friends and getting together and football, and it starts with the television set. LG OLED TVs, award-winning 65-inch OLED C2 series, the best picture quality, realistic colors, sharp, crisp images, zero blurring on fast motion means it's the best way to watch your sports, do your gaming, watch movies. 42-inch to 97-inch, they always say go big or go home. I say stay at home, go big and stay at home with LG TVs at LG.com. And then you got to have great food, great snacks. Varieties, the spice of life. Variety starts with farm rich, tons of snacks and appetizers found in the freezer section of your local grocer. Something for everyone on your snackuterie board. Mozzarella sticks, meatballs, cauliflower bites, jalapeno peppers, you name it, they've got it. Farmrich.com for more information. And the biggest nightmare is losing power during the big game. Geniverse has got you covered. Geniverse Home Power. 2 Pro solar generators, safe to use indoors, no fumes, no noise, no maintenance, rechargeable solar panels, guys, powerful enough to run up to 99% of your home appliances, the fridge, the fans, the heaters, most importantly, that television set. More information at Geniverse.com.
Wow. Okay, Mark, thank you so much. And you know what? I own an LG too, so I couldn't agree with you more. So this is great. First of all, you're a three-time Super Bowl champ. What was it like for you in that win for the first with the Redskins versus the wins with the Broncos?
Yeah, well, I mean, we were the most dominant football team in the league that year. And so, you go in that, there's always going to be nerves and there's always that, that feeling of that what if. But really, to me, that was just about, once the game is kicked off and once you start playing, you're just playing a football game. And so I was a young player at the time. And, it's funny because at the time you thought, as dominant as we were going to win multiple world championships at that point. And, the next year we go to the playoffs and lose in the playoffs. And the following year, we're a disaster. Like we're a 3-4 win football team. So it's amazing how quickly it can turn, which is one of the things that's, really kind of incredible about the Kansas City Chiefs. This is going to be their third world championship in the last 4 seasons, 5 straight AFC championships they've played in. So absolutely amazing to be able to kind of have that success. And, they're trying to build a dynasty and they're right on the verge of it.
Now, Mark, you having won 3, like that's huge winning one. What was the feeling like any different from winning the first, second to third?
Yeah, the first and the third were more about relief because we were the most dominant team, both with the Redskins at the time and then obviously Super Bowl 33 over Atlanta with the Denver Broncos. I mean, we started the season 13-0, ended up losing a couple of games and then going on, on this playoff run. But that Super Bowl 32, when you're 11.5-point underdogs to the Green Bay Packers and nobody but you guys as a football team think you're going to win, to go out there and do that, knowing the history of the Broncos, the history of John Elway and Super Bowls, and to see that come to fruition for John, to see him get that kind of quote unquote monkey off his back. And for all of us to really be playing for his legacy, that was huge. That was euphoric. The other ones were relief. That one, Super Bowl 32 for me was euphoric and was my favorite Super Bowl memory of all 3 of them.
Wow, fantastic. And you played 11 seasons, right, in the NFL?
12, yeah.
12, all right. And now you made the switch to broadcaster and that with Fox Sports and stuff. Let us know, really, what was kind of the biggest lesson that you've learned throughout your career that you carry with you today?
Well, it was always kind of the ultimate underdog. And, a 10th rounder out of the University of Idaho wasn't supposed to play it down and ended up starting for 12 years. But it really was, the same thing I've always done is just preparation, work ethic and preparation. And really about for me, it was about everybody else. It was about being willing to sacrifice and willing to prepare and willing to study and willing to work and to do all those things. And, I always felt from a very young age, I never, ever wanted to have a regret. There's, there's, the regret, it's just, I mean, it's stifling, and I never wanted to look back on my career and say, man, I wish I would have studied harder. I wish I would have lifted more. I wish I would have showed up on time. I was never late to anything. I always prepared. I can honestly say there's nothing I would have done differently in my career. I got everything I could have possibly gotten out of my body and out of my career. And so when it was done, it was just time to move on, and it made it easy transition to go into broadcasting.
All right, so we got a couple of questions that were submitted from our viewers in that, which we have hundreds of thousands of. Good luck charm.
Literally don't have one. There's a lot of superstitious guys that play, professional sports. My superstition was not being superstitious. I would change things up purposely. If I wore the same shirt, if I did, I'm like, no, I can't do that. I can't get into that routine of superstition. So I would change things up. As a matter of fact, we used to wear these shirts before that first Super Bowl, Super Bowl 26. Friday night meetings, we would all, our Saturday night meetings, we'd all wear the same shirt, the offensive line. And the game, the Super Bowl, Saturday night, we all wore different shirts. Like there just wasn't that superstition. It was like, we're good and we know we're good. It has nothing to do with what shirt or the way you put on your socks or any of that stuff.
I love it. Who would play you in a movie about your life?
I actually sold a sitcom, and it went all the way to the finals, and I lost out to Two Broke Girls. And Rob Riggle played me in the sitcom that I sold to CBS years ago. So Ron Riggle and I have stayed friends over the course of that time. But it was a really fun project, and it was a funny sitcom. And unfortunately, like I said, I lost out to Two Broke Girls, which went on a long 8 to 10 year run. So I guess I can't be too disappointed.
All right. We've got time only for 2 more questions here. Most memorable experience in your career?
Super Bowl 32, winning that game when John Mobley knocked down the pass on 4th down and you knew you were going to win, man. Just the excitement, the euphoria of winning that game and understanding what that meant to John Elway's legacy. I think that's the most exciting moment.
Fantastic, Mark. It's been an honor to have you today. Thank you so much. Make sure you go to LG.com and Geniverse.com and FarmRich.com. Mark, you've done so much for the game. Thank you for continuing to doing what you're doing. 3-time Super Bowl champion, 2-time Pro Bowler, Fox Sports veteran broadcasting. Thank you again, Mark, and have a great rest of your day.
My pleasure.
See you at the game. By the way, Nick Lowry says hi, and he's coming up next.
Okay, tell Nick I said hey.
All right, take care. Thank you.